Hey viewers, you're watching the Savera and I'm Vidhi Joshi. US President Donald Trump and Chinese President Xi Jinping held a phone conversation on Friday, that is today, marking their first direct communication since June amid escalating tensions between the two nations over trade and technology. The call comes at a critical time as both the nations navigate a series of disputes ranging from tariffs to the future of the popular video sharing app TikTok, whose continued operation in the United States has been under threat due to national security concerns. Chinese state broadcaster CCTV was the first to report the phone call but did not provide any specific details of the discussion. The White House has also not released a statement so far, leaving the content of the conversation largely undisclosed. The call marks only the second time Trump and Xi Jinping have spoken since Donald Trump's return to the White House and follows a turbulent period in US-China relations, which saw the United States imposing steep tariffs on Chinese goods. These actions led to a cycle of retaliatory measures from Beijing, severely straining ties between the world's two largest economies. Despite the tensions, Donald Trump has indicated a willingness to negotiate with China, especially around trade and TikTok. The app, owned by Chinese tech giant ByteDance, faces a US ban unless its American operations are separated from its Chinese parent company. US officials have expressed concerns about national security, citing Chinese laws that could compel ByteDance to share data with the Chinese government, as well as unease over the app's algorithm that determines user content. A law passed last year mandates that ByteDance divest from TikTok to continue operating in the US, prompting extended negotiations. Donald Trump confirmed that the two leaders would be discussing TikTok and trade in the call, saying, "I am speaking with President Xi Jinping, as you know, on Friday, having to do with TikTok and also trade, and we are very close to deals on all of it." He also described his relationship with Xi Jinping as very good, though he raised broader geopolitical concerns, suggesting that Russia's war in Ukraine could end if European nations increased tariffs on China. However, he did not clarify whether he planned to target Beijing with additional tariffs over its trade relations with Russia, as he has with India. Earlier in the week, following a US-China trade meeting in Madrid, US Treasury Secretary Scott Bessent announced that both the sides had agreed on a framework for restructuring TikTok's ownership. The final approval of the deal was expected to come from Trump and Xi Jinping during Friday's phone call. Donald Trump has repeatedly extended the deadline for ByteDance to divest its controlling stake in TikTok and has emphasized that the app holds tremendous value, claiming the US effectively controls that value due to its regulatory authority over the platform's future. This conversation also occurs as both the governments are engaged in broader negotiations on trade and technology, with Washington pressing for improved market access and clearer security assurances regarding data handling. The call is widely viewed as a precursor to a potential in-person meeting between Donald Trump and Xi Jinping at the Asia-Pacific Economic Cooperation Summit, scheduled to be held in South Korea from October 30 to November 1. As of now, no further details have emerged from either side about the outcome of the conversation. The lack of official statement has left analysts speculating on the next steps in what continues to be a complex and high-stakes relationship between Washington and Beijing. That's all for now. Stay tuned to the Savera for more updates. Do like, comment and subscribe to the channel.